Hi, and welcome to my first official video. I'm Archeon, and today we're going to be opening, reviewing, and partially assembling the Warhammer 40k Space Marines Razorback. Now, I've liked Warhammer for quite a while now, and I'm finally getting around to making a video about it. So, without further ado, let's open it up and let's see what's inside. Put the box over here. Alright. First thing, a manual, instructions manual for the Space Marines Rhino and Razorback. I remember when I built the Vindicator that there were separate ways in which you can build it. And it seems to be the same with this. Different things to assemble, different parts of it. I can save this for later. We'll just put this down next to me. First thing I see is this thing. It's a small little plastic part of it. It looks like this one contains the people, the add-on stuff, some of the aesthetics for the outside. So this, all right. That seems to be like, I mean, it is. The main body of the vehicle, in which I haven't decided which either one I'm going to build today, so, or in the next couple episodes, because I'm not going to be able to do an entire vehicle in one sitting. So there's also another one in here. This seems to be also part of the body and such. And it looks like more aesthetics and weapons, so another fun part. These, I don't know if these are stickers or not. I've never been able to figure out how to use these, so go away. Now, alright, let's see what we got here. Instructions manual. I don't think I'm going to need that till later. So let's get the big ones. Put the small ones back in the box. Let's move this over here. So, most likely I'm going to do the Razorback, but I think I'm going to use those large cannons for the guns instead of the heavy machine guns, it looks like, that you can use. I don't plan on building the Rhino because I like to have extra weapons on my vehicles. Right. Pretty much the same. I'm just going to go ahead and clip out the major parts here. We have what seems to be, yep, right there. Clip it off. Alright, that came off. So we'll put the snipped out parts over here. How am I gonna get this? Oh, let's flip it. Much like the Vindicator with the main body. All the little pieces or smaller pieces that I don't get on the that are on the hull from this thing, I can get later with a modeling razor. This is quite the boring part, I'd think. So we have these parts here. I can get those. See the cutout parts, this seems to be the, yep, that's one side of it. Now, let's go ahead and I guess we will keep those like that. Referencing the manual, we'll see. Essentially put those two pieces together. Alright, pretty simple. Alright, 1A, 1B. Alright, I'll cut both out since it calls for that. Try to get this in the view of the camera, but I can see this being a very boring part. Just clipping things out. Not very exciting. Alright, that part's out. Let's just get this out of here, so it'll be easier. I'm sorry if I'm not doing a very good job of keeping it in the line of the camera. Alright, put this down. That part needs to go. Alright, two little parts there. Put them together here. Alright, both these. There we go. Have this set up next to each other in the field of view. Alright, those. Ah, yes, the tracks. The tracks, one of the, I remember from the Vindicator, one of the more painstaking parts of this. Always having to keep it on. Right here, there's teeny tiny little spots, so I find it's easier just to clip out these big parts first so you can access the little parts much easier. Now this is only two, so you can just come up here and just kind of like spin it back and forth without any complex stuff. We'll put that in a place where we are not going to lose that. And I can see it being very bad. Normally I have bowls and such to keep the smaller bits in. That way it's easier to keep track of them. Alright, let's cut out. Let's get that trash out of there. Don't want to be mixing up the pieces. Maybe in the future I'll get a better camera, so it'll be easier to make these kinds of videos. Quite honestly, I'm very excited for the future of stuff like this. Being able to do these, you know, maybe make a bit of money off of that on the side. Maybe just do it for fun. So let's grab all the garbage pieces that I've cut, move it over there, move those big pieces over there. Now, what are the painstaking parts? I've got model glue here. You just want to apply the model glue to inside the treads area so that it sticks. Now, you want the treads with the long ways facing out like this. So you see the door? The long way of the treads is going to be facing like towards the outside of where the vehicle would be. Adding just some more glue never hurts. Keeping everything together. Making this as fast as possible, really. Adding that together. Not too sure if this stuff is like super fast sticking glue. Alright. Now, another thing is you have to be able to move this into, there's like little divots for the treads to go inside the other treads. Another than a wee bit more glue on the outside, kind of gluing the different pieces together. Ah, it stuck to my finger. Bond skin instantly, it says. They weren't lying. Just applying a bit more glue to the outside. That was probably a bit too much, like on my finger. My fingers are all sticky. Let's go ahead and, this stuff is very fast to dry. Very fast. Ooh. I keep dropping pieces. It's bonding to my fingers. Let's go ahead and pull these out. More glue. Always dropping these pieces. So unprofessional. Though, being professional is not necessarily what I'm going for. I guess it's just for fun, being able to do this for a while it's quiet. I might have to wait for this to dry. Anyhow, it's sticking to me. It's pulling it apart. Yeah, a little bit more on the outside there. Sticking to me and all these other pieces. So I guess we can just leave that for a minute. Go ahead and do the rest. Other pieces. I don't have this done yet. Let's clip those out. get these out. We're gonna move the ones from that are supposed to be on this side over here, so they don't mix with the ones over here. Alright, so if anybody from Games Workshop or whoever makes these is somehow watching, one thing that I would really recommend is making these things easier to get out. Because right now, it takes so much effort to get these little pieces out. There we go. Go ahead, we can get this little piece off. That's trash. More trash. Alright, now let's cut these. Move all of the rest of the trash over with the rest of it. Alright, there we go. There's the long piece on this side. So now that I have this like this, this shows a good example of what I was talking about with the long side out. So the treads aren't exactly center. They are to the side of it. And you have this side being the outside. You want to have the part with more length on it facing out. Don't want to mess this up. Alright, there we go. I guess we will leave that for a second with the other things. We can come back to this one. Right. Let's go ahead and I'm going to apply some glue to one of the two dotted ones off camera and then apply them right here. So you want to have the short ones, the smallest, on the middle. And just some glue there, right here, in between the treads. You can always paint over it later. And that's going to allow it to stick together better and faster. I will now need this side. The 3 that goes on the other side of this down here. Go ahead and apply that glue there. spread it out just a bit. Some glue in there to kind of lock that in place. Now, let's see. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Scratch that. You do not want the 2s there. You want the 1s there. There are 1s. That would explain why it's too long. I don't know. I guess first problem with first video. I said in the intro, kind of, or what poor excuse for an intro that is. That is my first official video, but it's not my first video ever on the channel, if you could call it a channel at this point, so early on. I did do an audition a whiles ago for a webcomic, I think, or a YouTube series, actually. Yep. And I didn't actually get the part, but I don't really care. I think that I would enjoy doing this more than I would doing a internet thing. I mean, this is an internet thing, but you know what I mean. All right. Let's hold that there, the 1s there, until we get those to dry before we add on the rest of those. So let's go ahead and let's add the 3s for this side to it. Add the glue there. Tracks facing out there. Apply that glue there. Apply some glue to the treads. Don't want to have any bubbles. That would certainly be not optimal. And then we can add more glue to the back here. Add these here. Yeah, that should be good. Don't forget to add these here. No bubbles, nothing like that. Keep that there and those should be good. Now, look forward, there's nothing that you can really do farther on until you've done the treads and such. Referencing the book real quick. While waiting for those to dry, let's go ahead and let's cut out the floor of the Razorback that we're gonna make. Now, I don't remember the floor needing any sort of glue, so that'll be good. And I have these like little things there. Actually, no, the floor does need glue, my bad. Go ahead and take that razor and get those little undesirable pieces off. I got this at a craft store. It's very handy for getting those little details of this kind of stuff, because normally this wouldn't fit with those on there. Also, it's very good for taking off small amounts of paint and such, poking holes in things, and very sharp, very dangerous. Not for children. All right. Which one was the... little run that we've done. All right, so that seems to be dried enough. Let's go ahead and add a wee bit of glue there. And that there. So we add more glue there. That should be this side done. The side of the tracks. So we're gonna go ahead and position that so it's not gonna fall over. These are next. Use the ones, can't forget not the twos. I'm really excited to have this model. Because, like I said, I already have the Vindicator. I think I've brought that, yeah, I have brought that up many times. And it's very much the same build, but the Vindicator, which I will get real quick. No, this is the Vindicator. It's got this, the plow thing, whatever it's called, on the front with a big old cannon that moves up and down. It's one of the cooler features of it. It's not painted very well, but I'm pretty proud of it. But it's pretty much the same build. Just couldn't really see much of what I was doing there. Now, what we were looking for is, I seem to have misplaced the one. This is why, oh, I found it. This is why bowls are needed. I didn't fully cut it out and I put it with the garbage. That's good. I might have to cut that little piece off there. Again, I'm very sorry if I'm not doing the best job with keeping the camera on the points of interest on this model. Uh-oh, yep. I thought that might happen. There's this little tick there. I don't know if it's able to be seen on the little part here. You just gotta get rid of you. There we go. That should fix it. Yep, that fixed it. There we go. That goes on there. Now the front side of the... I have both of the 2x2s, or the 2 spotted tread pieces. That piece being a bit of a bugger. All this glue on my hands. Hard to pick up some of these pieces. Almost got it. I think that's it. There we go. I can't directly see exactly what the camera sees, so I'm doing my best in trying to have the camera being in the best position. Just put that in there. Yep, those work. apply a bit of glue, and that's done there. Alright, those two sides are done. Just gonna wait a minute for that glue to dry. So let's go ahead. And now the next step in the instruction book here would be to apply the floor. It's kind of hard to see. My camera doesn't really move. It's up there. Never mind. Right. So we have the floor here, and for me looking at the directions, there's the front. This is the front of the floor. So let's go ahead. You have these like little openings here. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's like little see-through parts that you can look through on here. Very much like the Vindicator. Oh, need some glue there to make sure that all works. There we go. Now, a wee bit along the insides. So, you know, don't want it ever popping off. Always better to be safe than sorry. So, let me take this side, do the same. Alright. There we almost have the base here done. Just put those together. And there we go. I think that's a good spot there. Definitely tell that the main shape of it is starting to form. Starting to look more like Razorback and less like pieces. So, all right then, I guess that'll be our stopping point. So, just an overview of what we've done. We have made the basic base of the Razorback that we plan on making. And, you know, I don't think this went too bad for a first video. Now, I could have done better, I can tell, but we have all the glue ready to dry, and hopefully we'll have the second video coming out soon. So, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.